Hello, are you responsible for combing your daughter's hair and it's long and wild in the morning full of knots, or wild during the day any other time? So this whole video is going to be about how you can gently and kindly get those knots out, and a couple of products you can buy, not on here, but on Amazon or at your local health store to prevent the knots, and some other things you can do. So if you're stuck with something like this, so I just woke up, I went to bed with my hair wet. I knew it was going to look like this in the morning. And so you're going to, if your daughter has really curly or kinky hair, you want to get what's called a pick. And it's going to be a very slow process. My hair has a bunch of curl in it, but I've already put products in it ahead of time that's going to make it easier. Excuse me. So first of all, you never start up here and brush down. You always start at the ends. And you may even, if you can see a knot, you're going to do it with your hands. You're going to just very slowly and gently take the hairs apart one by one so you're not ripping. Okay? So for me, I can sort of hold. You want to make sure you're not pulling. So you want to grab a spot above so that when you do comb, there's no pulling at the root. That's what hurts. It does hurt, and different people have different sensitivities. If your child's yelling, ah, or if you're just approaching her with a brush, she's like, ah, it hurts. It really does. So be sensitive to that. And so I already have knots, see at the bottom. I've already put some products in my hair to make my hair slippery so that it combs out pretty easily. So I did that section there. I'll just do one section here. So the bottom first, you may even have to start down here. You may have to work it out. But if you feel something tugging, you don't want to just pull. Mimi, keep going. Keep going. You don't want to just pull it. You want to work it out slowly. All right? So then grab a little bit more. Now when you get up here, what can happen is little knots can form right in there, and that's painful. You know, so you may even want to just do fingers first right there, and then give it a little try, or even have her do it, so that she can feel where the knots are. But you'll feel. Let me demonstrate. All right, there we go. It stopped. I just grabbed a bunch of the top, and now there's going to be a mess right here. So it has to be worked out at the bottom first. See, that just pulled. So in that case, I'm actually going to take a look here. All right, this is good. Let's see if I can get it on film. It's not much of a knot, but the little hairs are intertwined right here. So this is a case in which you have to literally, can you see that? It's showing up. Yep. So there's a knot, and so they usually come out pretty easily if you do one hair at a time. You just take it out like this. All right, so that should be cleared. Let me see. Yep, so that cleared it out. All right, so then you just do a little at a time all the way around. Let me do some over here. Again, the bottom. You don't want to tear through it either, because it's going to break off, and you don't want like short hair sticking out up here because you've torn it. Okay, so just a very slow working your way up, you know. And even though this looks like a kind of a big mess, it can be worked through. It takes time. Now, preventative measures, that's the most important part. This is easy to work out because I've used some coconut oil based products. So I have these, and these are natural. Okay, Desert Essence has all sorts of things, including shaving creams and soaps and that sort of thing. So this is the coconut shampoo, coconut moisturizer, conditioner. You need to use conditioner. Feel free to use this profusely when washing hair. So when you wash the hair, you would take it, put it on your hands, and you would work it in like this to here. All right, trying to keep the hair, and before you get into the bath, make sure the hair is completely brushed out so that you can wash it easily. You're not going to take the hair and go up like this, okay? You're going to wash it like this, all right? And then there's going to be suds that form all around, and then you can kind of work it down into here. Then you're going to rinse out the shampoo, and you're going to put the conditioner in. All right, and this is coconut based. It's very slippery. This is the best one that I found for my hair because I do have quite a bit of curl, and I have a lot of hair. It's thick, okay? And so you're going to put that in too. You're going to work it in very gently and slowly like this. All right. Feel free to take a lot in your hands and work it in like this into the hair in the shower. All right. And you do this at the beginning of the shower because this is meant to sit in the hair for a few minutes so that it can really go into the hair and make it soft and silky. It's very healthy. Oh, there's another knot right there. Again, that's a little teeny weeny knot. Now, important too is to, there's like a 3 strands to this knot. Here we go. There it is. And so it's important too to get little trims. All right. So notice I've recently had a trim like a month ago. So it's important to have little trims on your hair. Kitty number 2 is saying hello. So that the split ends can cause a lot of problems and knots, all right? If it's not trimmed every like 6 to 8 weeks, all right? Maybe every couple of months, depending on how rough the child is playing outside. Now at night, oh wait, okay, wait, another product here. This is Giovanni. This is almost like 99% organic ingredients in here. They kind of have a balanced energy philosophy. And so when you get out of the shower, okay, after you rinse this out, so you put this in the shower, then you rinse it out. I'm all over the place. And then you towel dry and you spray this on. This stuff here, this is really cool. I'll demonstrate a little bit. It's meant to be put on while the hair is wet, and then you can brush that in too. But I'm telling you, it's a hair moisturizer, but it's slippery. It's made of essential oils, and it really, I mean, look at this. You know, you'll really see the difference. It smells really good too. And it's healthy for the environment. It's not going to hurt you. The other thing at night, if you have a little one, you want to divide the hair in 2. And you're going to use a brush to do this or a comb. Again, very slowly at night before bed, you're going to brush this out. Even send her to school with a brush. And what you want to do is you're going to make a braid on each side. Let's see if I can demonstrate. You're not going to put a ponytail in and then a braid. You're just going to braid so it's not lumpy. That way it's comfortable to sleep on. All right, and you're just going to braid down the side. And this is what this is going to do is going to keep the bulk of the hair safe during the night. All right, so you're just going to kind of braid down. Doesn't have to be even. You're not going out to a party. And braid all the way down if you can, and then put, don't use one of these, but put a coated elastic. Never use rubber bands on hair. And you're going to put this in like this. And what this is going to do, so she can still sleep on her front, back, side, but this is going to keep this hair, at least this length, pretty well safe for the night if she's tossing and turning. Okay? I think that's everything. So get the hair trimmed, and then use these 3 products specifically. I've been using them for years. Have really good luck with it. And as you can see, very, very few knots. And like when I sleep at night, I put all the hair above me on the pillow or to the side because I don't like it down my back. So my hair is all over the place. And I went to bed with wet hair because I showered last night. But that's it. So I like this type of brush. It's good for my hair, for thinner hair, less curly hair. If you have, your daughter has more curlyish or kinky hair, you want to make sure you get what's called a pick, all right? And it's literally, it's like it tines in it. So you can very gently go through like this. But literally your hands, using your hands is your best bet. Teach her to do that too, you know, and start at the bottom and then work your way up like that. And be careful of the little hairs underneath. They're more tender up in the back of the neck up here. So if you're going to do one of these, you know, make sure it's really combed out well. All right, that's it. You got this. I love you.